Hello everyone. I just quickly wanted to show you my solution for carrying brushes when I'm traveling. So I have been looking around in eBay and Amazon and I couldn't find anything until one day I came across this particular tin box for carrying brushes when we are traveling, and I happened to order two of them. One I haven't opened, so this is how it's shipped, and this is the one that I have opened. And we'll look at this particular tin box, what are the pros and cons, and I'll leave a link below in the description if you want. Go grab one if you like it. So finally I found this box on Amazon, and there are not many products like this in Amazon or eBay, except that there's another plastic one I found in Amazon from, I forgot what the company name was, but it was terrible. I didn't like it. It was too thick of a box, very bulky, and even the grooves for holding the brushes were not very good. They were made of styrofoam, and I didn't feel good about it. But this is something that I really liked, and I thought you all should check it out. So let's look at it. So this is completely made of aluminum, and it has like pretty sharp edges here. Not that sharp, but like I would say it can rip off your bare skin if you scrape against it, so be a little careful about it. It has two hinges on the back, and it opens up like this, and inside you can see it's got two set of springs to hold the brushes in place, which is extremely nice. The brushes won't move when you're traveling, and it's got three holes on top and three at the bottom for ventilation so that the brushes can dry after you tuck them in. And overall the build quality is pretty good. I like it. It's not very thick, and the only problem I see is, it's not a problem, I mean, they're like, this is brand new, I haven't used it, and it already has a lot of scratches and scuff marks here, and it's nothing like you can feel when you touch it, but you can see it. I'm sure you guys are able to see it, but it doesn't bother me. The job is to keep the brushes intact while traveling, and I'm sure this thing is going to do the job. And the lock in the front is pretty solid, and I like it. And so let me give you the dimensions of the box. And if you look at it, this is not even 1 inch thick, and if you look at the length of the box, it's like not even 10.5 inch long, and if you look at the width, it's like a little over 3.5 inches. So this is not a very big box. So the pros is the box is not very big, it's super light, it's aluminum, and it can carry quite a few brushes. Like I would easily say 4 to 5 brushes easily. It is well ventilated. It's built really well and strong. I think if you buy one, it'll last for 10 years for sure, unless you lose it. And the only problem I see is, the one thing is the sharp edges. This edge is like super sharp. You can see it's leaving a mark on my finger if I do like this. And so that is something that you need to be careful of while painting outdoors. Sometimes you suddenly reach for something and you might scrape your hand against its edges. So I think we can do something at home and soften it up, file it, sand it. And the other problem I see is the springs are like not very hard. As you can see, I can move them with my finger. So these springs are good enough to hold brushes that are thinner. For example, let's look at these Artist Loft brushes. Like this is a reasonable size, and they'll hold pretty good here. Let me tuck it in. Yeah, there goes one. Here goes the second one. Let me put a few more. Here you go. So I have like got 3 brushes in it. Let's close it. And as you can see, I'm moving around. I think this is what happens to your brushes when you travel. Maybe not that brutal, but yeah. And let's open it up and see. Everything is in place, and I like it. So the only problem that I see is when we try to carry brushes like this mop brush. This is from Princeton, and I am not sure how it's going to work. It's not going to work. It can't hold it up. It's too big. So this is the only problem. But you know, when we buy these mop brushes, it always comes with a cap on top. Maybe we can save that cap and take it with us in a different way. But overall, except the mop brushes and the big flat brushes whose handles are like too wide, I think this box is pretty good for carrying regular sized brushes. So this wasn't very expensive. I don't remember exactly right now, but I think it was $17 or something. I'll leave a link in the description. I got it on Amazon, and you can check it out. If you like it, you can buy it. And the next one I'm going to show you is my home solution DIY. So I got this box of sticky notes from Blick Art Materials and in San Francisco, and so these were the sticky notes that came with it. So I took them out, and looks like it's the perfect size to fit your travel brushes in, the shorter ones. So these brushes are from Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. I got a set of 4, and what I did was I put a styrofoam in it and cut out the grooves, and so there's one slot for each brush, and as long as I put the same brush in the same slot, like, I'm not going to have any problem. Like let's put it like this. They are pretty snug and they don't move, and I close it. I put 2 rubber bands here just in case, and this is pretty sturdy, and I don't see why it should open up or the brushes come out of the slots. So even if you move it, there isn't any room for it to move, because the top hard plastic is holding the brush. It's pressing against the brush and the styrofoam, so it's all held up pretty good. So it doesn't have any holes, so I need to punch a few holes so that it has good ventilation, and it's extremely low profile. Like, you can see this is not even 1 centimeter, approximately 1 centimeter thick, and it's a perfect size for this kind of travel brushes. Like, it's like 16 centimeters in wide, and depth is like 11 centimeters. It's perfect, and it's extremely light. So this is something that you can build at home. This box and the sticky notes, it costed me like $12 at Blick. I'm sure you'll find something cheaper in Walmart or maybe in dollar store or somewhere else. So just look for this kind of a thin box, and I would recommend you carry the size of the brush, or carry one of the brushes when you go shop for the box, so that you can see if it actually fits. And for instance, like, if you look at this box, this is a screen protector for my phone that I bought a few years ago, but I never threw away the box. I was using it for putting some stamps and some cards in it, and so it already has a nice slot. And these brushes, they also fit in here, so I can put another piece of styrofoam here, and I can make another box out of it to carry the brushes. So you just need a small tin box like this. This one measures like, how much? It's even smaller than this one. This is like 8.5 centimeters approximately by 16 centimeters, and it's like 1.5 centimeter thick, so which is kind of perfect. So these are some easy solutions that you can come up with. It's homemade, and it's under like $10 approximately solution. Or if you want the solution for bigger brushes, you can go for this one. I really like this one. This is like $17 or $19, I think, on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. You can check it out. And that's pretty much it. And these ones will even fit in your pochade box or any your travel paint boxes. It'll easily fit in, or you can just drop it in your backpack and you're all done. All right, thanks everyone. Thank you for watching.